Hello there guys, back there with another video for you. It's a brand new year, 2018, here with Sharan on the 2nd of January. Got some good news?
I've passed the test.
Yeah, so tell us more about your test.
It was like the first day in the new year and not many people around in the test center to begin with. It was a bit quiet, but I was very like I was a bit nervous in the beginning.
Okay.
So yeah, it isn't like that bad as I thought it would be. It went on very well.
Yeah.
And
what was the result you got?
I've passed the test.
Yeah. So what's that? First time, second time?
First time.
Yeah.
I've passed it first time. Thanks to you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks to you too.
Thanks for making a competent driver so that I can just pass first time.
And
I know,
yeah, go on. Sorry, carry on.
I know friends like who have given like 2 times, 3 times to pass the test, but then failed. So yeah, I'm very lucky that I found you.
I don't think it's luck. I think it's something in you that said to you something isn't right here.
When I was taking lessons with the first instructor,
because that was another driving school based in Derby, wasn't it?
In Derby,
and it features quite high at the top of the search. Let's say very high at the top of the search rank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he was saying like I was ready for the test, but I had a feeling that I'm not ready for this. And when I saw your videos, like you were saying many things which I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
Then that is when I understand, okay, maybe I should go with you to learn better and to be a better driver. So I think, I'm sure I've done a correct choice. I've left him, I came to you.
Yeah.
And there it is. I've passed first time.
Fantastic. And just for anybody watching, where was it where you found my videos?
YouTube.
On YouTube. So free for all, free for everybody.
Yeah.
So anybody watching, feel free. There's I think there's knocking on about 80 odd videos on there now, so lots of mock tests and things like that. So you've been watching a lot of the videos lately. Have you been watching your own lessons back? Have you been watching some of others people's, or
like I was watching my own videos to better understand why I was doing that mistake, so it's like I can reflect back better and understand like what I was thinking at that particular moment.
Yeah,
it really helped. Like and I don't think any other driving school in Derby is doing the same, like recording the videos and putting them on YouTube for their people to watch and reflect back. They help us and they help us others as well, like who are learning driving. Yeah, it's good, like we can watch them and reflect back. We can also watch some other videos of other people, how they are doing, and your videos of how to do the routes in Derby. They are very helpful. Yeah, very helpful.
Good.
So yeah, all together came and it's good. This is the result.
It's a result and it's a good one. It's always good when it's a first time pass, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as you said, we spoke about this before, you said you don't think that you'd have got through if you'd have... I mean, let's compare it. You know where you would have been when you would have gone for the other test. You were only 2 weeks off it when we met, because you saw me on YouTube. What do you think you know now that you didn't know then? Like, just roughly, like, I mean, how would you compare what you know now and what you knew then?
There is a lot of difference. The main, if I have to just consolidate and say it, back then I knew only how to drive a car, not on the road properly in line with the signs and like doing all the safety stuff and all. I was good at driving the car, but that's not enough, I think. So there is a lot which I've learned, like how to actually drive safely on the road, following all the rules and doing all the observations. It's like there is hell lot of difference. Like there is loads of difference.
I I totally agree with that, because I think anybody can teach themselves to drive, given a bit of time. Given the tools, as in a car, with fuel.
Yeah.
But the thinking part is a completely different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's completely different.
It's like, I mean, when we've been training, there's a thing of going through, you know, if you're not thinking right or about the right stuff or planning, you're going to be driving through red lights and all sorts, aren't you, without it.
Like,
so
there was, it was, initially it was painful for me because I didn't know what I'm doing and why I'm doing, like, I was doing a lot of stuff unknowingly, and we worked it out together, and like we tried out many ways. Like, you came up with new tools, telling me like, maybe you can try this, you can try this. Like, we worked out many ways, and yeah, there's a lot of effort that went in.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? We stripped it down and we looked at lots of different ways of you getting to where you need to be.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it was like, we'd sort of route plan a little bit, wouldn't we? And see where we're going to go.
Yeah.
Based on how you're feeling and whether, because sometimes there's the thing where if you keep bringing something up, you can then start overthinking it and build it up into something bigger than probably what it is.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. If I had done a small mistake, I would think more about it and do more and more as we go along.
Yeah.
I was doing that a lot, but then slowly changed. Thanks to you again.
Good.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're very welcome. The chewing gum thing you said helped you a lot. You're chewing it right now. That's your lucky chewing gum, so you're never going to spit that one out because you just passed your test with that one. First time.
Yeah.
But you said that helped you. I've had people say that before. I don't know if there's anything to it, but I have heard it sort of stimulates your thinking or whatever because of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like sometimes we'd swap over and going back to the different methods, we'd swap over and I would drive for a bit, wouldn't I? And you'd watch me. Of course, I always asked you first, and we've done that many times, haven't we? Where I just drive.
You drive, and then I watch and understand what is the thought process that is going on in your mind.
Because I'd share everything, wouldn't I? That I'm thinking as I'm doing it. So the whys and hows.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, it's been a good journey. I mean, how long have we been together now? Say together, it doesn't really sound right, does it? But in terms of learning to drive, it's not like that.
Like 4 months, maybe 4 or 5 months, roughly.
Cool. And we put the test back, didn't we, a couple of times because it wasn't the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times have we put the test back since we met?
2 times, I believe.
So this is the third time we've had a test, but we've actually gone for this one.
Yeah.
Do you feel it was the right thing on reflection? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because if we had not moved the test, maybe I would have failed those things.
Yeah.
And then, it's always good to move and then be prepared for the test and go for it.
There's no doubt in my mind that you was absolutely ready today.
Thanks.
So, and that's how it's got to be. It should be like that for me, and it should be like that for you, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very, very well done to you.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure working with you.
The same with you,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any top tips you'd give to other people learning to drive?
So if someone is planning to drive, and if you have not already started learning, I always recommend you to go onto YouTube than to just rely on Google search. If possible, find if there are any driving instructors in your area doing any driving and stuff. If possible, speak to other people who are learning driving. And it's always better to select the best instructor available because that's your starting point. And if we do a mistake there, we will be messing up a lot of other things as we go ahead. Everything might look fine initially, but you spend a lot of time, a lot of money, and you fail the test. Like, it's not going to be helpful. So the first step you take is very much important, like choosing the correct instructor.
What about if the right instructor is one of the most expensive or more expensive than the others?
Well, I don't think it matters because you go with someone who is not very good at what he's doing just because he's cheap, and then you have to do, like, instead of finishing it in like 30 to 40 lessons, you will end up doing 60 to 70 lessons with him. Obviously the cost is going up. You might think the per hour is cheap, cost per hour is cheap, but as you like accumulate the hours, it's very high. But instead, if you go with a better instructor who is costly, you might finish your lessons in 20 lessons. Like, this turns out to be very, very cheap compared to that. So it immediately appears to be like this guy is very cheap. Like per hour rate is like very less. But if you in the long term, this turns out to be very, very cheap.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's the quality rather than anything else. And as a result, you're more likely to pass first time.
Yes, that is important because it gives the confidence. Like pass the first time, and it really gives the confidence for you to go out and drive. If you fail like 2 times and third time you just pass, I don't think they'll be very confident enough to go onto the main road and drive again. Because
that's another thing.
I mean, unconsciously it might be saying maybe you are doing something wrong. You know.
Good. Okay, good. So so as I say, if ever you need anything to do with your driving, then you know how to get hold of me.
Sure.
You got my number. If I can help you with anything, I will, in terms of driving or anything like that. But and if you want any additional training, if you want to sort of top up once a year, have a refresher lesson or anything like that, we can do that. Bit of motorway training. A bit more advanced country road work. If ever you want to do that, let me know. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's everything. So, pleasure working with you again.
Same with you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
And
thanks for your
catch
help.
you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.